Hi everyone, Rockstar Runner here. Nice to finally meet you. This is a video about my latest pickup, the Sega Saturn I have here. So finally in front of the camera, as I got some inspiration from Russ, from his channel Russ Newton. I'm sure several of you know him. If you don't, there'll be a link below. You should totally check it out. He's a great guy. Yeah, he's been in front of the camera recently, so I thought maybe I should give it a shot too. I'm not quite willing to go topless yet like he has in his most recent videos. But maybe one day, you know. Yeah, so this is mostly to show my Sega Saturn. It's such a beautiful unit. If you saw in one of my earlier videos, I got this boxed. It was almost in mint condition, with all the paperwork, bags, everything. It was just beautiful. Hardly looks like it's been used. Yeah, so I never had a Sega Saturn before. This is my first and only. It's also not a system that I really knew anybody who had one. I think everybody back in the time had PlayStations. You know, I'm sure many of you were with the same thing. That back then everything was about the 3D. It was like such a new thing, and you look back at it now and it seems really crude, right? But back then it was a complete game changer, it seemed, and it was quite easy to forget all of these great 2D games that we sort of seem to be reappreciating these days. Yeah, so I went with the PlayStation and basically ignored the Saturn. It just seemed to be the way it was at the time. Looking back now, it's a real shame, because there are some simply amazing games on this system. But then on the other hand, a lot of those amazing games were stuck in Japan. You know, you could import them at a great expense, I guess. Or you just didn't get to play them. Yeah, I'd like to say thanks for all the subscribers I've got recently. It amazes me, it really does. I never set out to make some sort of large base of viewers or anything like that. That was never my idea. I just wanted to make some videos of my stuff, mostly to show my friends back in England the things that I had. But now I've been introduced to this great community, and there's some really great people out there. So it's really nice to find these connections and watch all these guys on YouTube. So thanks to all you guys, you're all awesome. Right, so maybe that's enough waffle, and I'll show what I've got. So here's the Saturn. It's the white unit. I think the BIOS version is like 1.1 or something, so it's one of the later revisions. You can tell because it's got like this colored eject button. I haven't really done anything to it, except I did install a mod chip. I'll explain why in just a minute. Yeah, so a lot of you Saturn collectors out there, or Saturn gamers. Oh, there's a bit of dirt there, I have to wipe that off. Will be well aware that there are some games on this platform that reach Neo Geo levels of craziness when it comes to the price. And I allow myself the one insanity with the Neo Geo. So I'm not going to be getting any of these crazy expensive games. Here's the controller. I love these color buttons on here. This is a really great controller. This D-pad is just fantastic. I really like it. Nice clicky buttons there. Not so much these, but nice. Great controller. Interesting connector here, of course. Completely custom to the Saturn. I'm going to be figuring out how I can mod my large arcade stick to connect to the Saturn. I already have some plans, so I'm going to be working on that soon. But yeah, as I was saying, that I've installed a mod chip in here, which I think I might throw up some pictures about now. So what I've done there is installed this Saturn mod chip. It's like version 3 or something. It's the current one that you can get. Yeah, the reason why is that there are some really good games that are really expensive that I'm not going to buy. Like Batsugan is really awesome. And even more so, Hyperduel is an incredible shooter, but I'm never going to pay that for a CD, sorry. So having the mod chip, I can play those games, and you know, take that as you will. It's my decision, I guess. But I am picking up some other games for the system that are not so ridiculously expensive, but are still very good. Starting off, Panzer Dragoon Zwei, sequel to the famous shooter on the Saturn. Okay, so this is the Japanese Saturn BIOS. Open the drive. Put in the first game. Alright, skip ahead. So I'm going to continue from where I last left off, which is episode 3. As you play this game, your dragon like evolves. You start out with a little dragon who can't fly, and then he gets a bit bigger and so on. And in this level I'm flying through a forest, trying to escape, I think. You got lock-on attacks, which are useful. You can rotate your view using the triggers as well. Oh. Having a hard time hitting anything. Need more aim. Quiet before the storm, I think. Oh, whoa, that's a big guy.
That was my super weapon. Oh, I don't have much life left. Where is he? Oh. Oh no. Did I beat him? Just give him a few more shots to be sure. Alright, result. Assault Suit Leynos 2, which is a sequel to the Mega Drive game Assault Suit Leynos, which you might also know as Target Earth, I think. Great little mech shooter. Skip the intro so this video doesn't get too long. This is a game I'm probably going to do a longer playthrough in the near future, so this will just be a short clip, but I'm going to do some more in a separate video, I think. So this is mission 4. So as you progress through the game, you get different assault suits. Like I'm using the Leynos 2 here. And then you get to customize them, like what kind of weapons and modules and other things you want to add on, so you can really sort of customize the feel of your mech to get it to how you like to play. Switch to automatic aiming, makes it a bit easier. This is the convoy I'm protecting. Don't think I'm doing a very good job. Nope, I did a terrible job. Okay, so this game is really good. That was not a very good demonstration. Look for a better video of this in the future. Here's Princess Crown. This is like an RPG kind of brawler game. It is most notable that it is absolutely stunningly beautiful 2D animation, art and everything. It's really something you should see. My copy here is still sealed actually. But I'm gonna be opening this up to play it. Here's Princess Crown. You kind of need a walkthrough to play this at the moment. There is a translation in the works as a patch, but it's not quite finished yet from what I've read. You might think this is a little familiar to the game Dragon's Crown, because it's made by the same team, I think. At least the same company. Alright, this guy's up to no good. See what I mean, how amazing this game looks? He didn't like that, but it didn't seem to be enough. Ow. It's the Queen! Alright, now what? So here he is saying he's gonna put all his magic into the Queen's sword. Yeah, there you go. Alright, here's me. There's a cat. Do you want a cat? There you go, have a cat. So here I think he's instructing me on how to fight. Ow, you messed me up. I dropped my sword. Alright. Whoa, how did I do that? And how come I can't hit him with it? Alright, he's kicking my ass a bit. So like the combat proper is gets deeper than this. You get more like techniques and spells and weapons and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a great looking game, and I'm really looking forward to the translation. Here's layer section. This is a vertical scrolling shooter. This game is really affordable and really good. If you don't have this, you should totally get it. It's excellent. Really recommend this one. I have the other games in this series. This is also known as Ray Force, and on the PlayStation I have Ray Storm and Ray Crisis, which are really great games, particularly Ray Storm.
This is the control tower. Make a left turn. Over.
Okay, so layer section, otherwise known as Ray Force, the first in the Ray trilogy. The other two games are 3D. I've rotated my screen here, put it into tate.
This is the control tower. Make a left turn. Over. Roger.
So you can paint enemies with your target there that are below you to take them out. You've also got laser cannons for enemies that are on the level with you. I think I might want to make a longer video of this, hopefully at some point soon. Time willing. That's usually my biggest problem, is just finding time. This is a great fun shooter. I love the dual layer mechanic. Makes it interesting. Something more to think about. It's got really cool music. Graphics are great. And as I said already, this is a really affordable game. Bit of a space warp happening now. Alright, got that off. Oh no. Sloppy. Oh yeah, I'll have that. I was watching the enemy instead of the bullets. Stupid. Yeah, I can't film and play. I think that's been more than proven in my other videos. So this is a great vertical shooter. I recommend this one highly. And I'll be showing more of this real soon. Here is Vampire Saviour, big box version. Box has seen some better days, I guess. This is the third game in the Darkstalkers series. It needs the 4MB RAM cartridge, which this comes with. I'll just show you. So here's the game, and somewhere in here I have a loose flap, so sad. Here we go. Here's a 4MB RAM cartridge. I don't actually normally use this, and I will show why very soon. Alright, let's play a little Vampire Saviour. Lots of crazy characters in here. I think I'm going to be... Yeah, let's try Sasquatch. Pink Sasquatch. Well, pinkish. So this game's using the 4MB RAM card. I really want to mod my arcade stick for this. Ow! Yeah, these Saturn fighters, particularly the ones that use the RAM pack, look amazing. I mean, the animation quality is a real step above the PlayStation version. Like, there is Street Fighter Alpha 3 on the Saturn. Ow! That is rare because it came out really late in the lifespan. In fact, wasn't it like also around the time the Dreamcast version came out or something? Or just before or just after? It's basically the best version of that game. It's super expensive, so I won't be picking it up, but I have tried it using the power of the mod chip, and yeah, it's quite impressive. But this game is really good and it's affordable, so if you like fighters, and I'm a big fan, You should get some enjoyment out of this. Boom! And here is my personal hidden gem. I had no idea about this game. This is Bulk Slash. I love this game. It's a 3D shooter, which I guess is not the reason why many of us are playing Saturns these days. But as soon as I played this, I spent about 5 minutes getting used to the controls. And then I realised I was having an absolute ton of fun. It's got so much style and it's so fun. And it's made by Hudson, but it really reminds me of some like classic Sega arcade shooting game that you might play in the arcades. It's really got that feel about it. Bulk Slash. Get this. Get it. Now. Are you opening eBay right now? It's not that cheap. It's going to cost you about 50 or thereabouts, but it's really good. Bulk Slash. Fuck yeah! Get hype, Bulk Slash! What a cool intro, getting you really psyched up for this game. It's awesome. So I'm gonna do a longer gameplay of this. So this will just be a quick view this time. You can see our map here and our objectives. Alright. So here we go. Here's my mech. Using the cross pad, I can move like this. The triggers rotate. A button changes you into a like a jet. Uh-oh. I've stood in one place for too long and now they're bombing me. Right, I'm going to pick up a navigator. Alright, you can be my navigator. Now she's going to tell me where to go. Yeah, so the A button will fire. If you haven't fired in a while, that gauge in the bottom left will fill up and becomes like a bomb attack. So if I hold down the trigger, I can circle shoot using the L and R, or strafe with the D-pad. The C button jumps, and the other controls do things like target your camera and so on. Start out on foot here, pick up some medals. Right, that's a bit heavy, so I'm going to change it to a jet. Take a bit of distance. Let my missiles charge up. There you go, eat that, boys. And what I can do is if I'm up close, I get to use my energy sword. That's a big gun. Oh. Right, now, where are we going? Pro tip, Hirari means left in Japanese, Migi means right. I learned that from Jiu-Jitsu. Alright, here we go. Strafe the turret. Alright. Ducked out of the way of those guys. Where am I going? Right, straight ahead, she says. Oh, no. If you get shot, you lose your missiles. I don't think I hit enough there. Alright. Let's get on the ground, finish this stuff off. No, 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 that's not good. Move, move, move. You can also pick up like other weapons. You can get like a really kick-ass flamethrower. Alright, I don't need to finish those guys off. Sukai! Alright. Here we go. This is definitely one I want to do something about from the air. Those big flamethrowers are bad news. Gotta love this music. It's really cheesy, but gets you really in the mood. So you can actually pick up different navigators, like the different characters and stuff. There's usually one in each level. Oh snap! Sun is gonna go down. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's get out of the way of that. So you can also adjust your throttle on the ship to make it fly faster or slower. One, you've got the Z button, is it? Will automatically take the camera lock to the target when you have a boss on the screen. Yeah, this is absolutely a boss that I want to take out from the air. Well, they went a bit off target. No? Yeah, this first one's not so hard. Love it. And then I have one of these, an Action Replay 4M Plus. This does everything that you need. It's got the RAM, it's got a battery backup, saving, so you can copy your saves onto the cartridge, and cheats, I guess, if that's your thing. This is a really useful tool, and it also lets you play non-region games on your system. So using this I can play US games and, you know, if the mood took me, PAL games on my Japanese Saturn. This wasn't very expensive and is really, really useful. Here's the Action Replay. So you can start the game, which will help you launch imports that are not the same region as your console. You can select cheats. There's a bunch of games for different regions. Memory Manager, very useful because some games take a lot of the Saturn's RAM. Here's Battle Garega, and it's taken 93 out of the 500 something pages that there are. And I actually like Battle Garega very much. I think it's way too difficult. I know a lot of people say you have to learn to play it and everything, but if I'm not having fun with a game, it's not something that I'm going to want to bash my head against. Plus it's really expensive, so the chip came in handy to find that out. Batsugun, also expensive, but that is a fun game. I really enjoy that. And yeah, it's got the built-in RAM for the games that use that, so useful tool.